Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Wednesday, June the 26th, 2024. Let's take a look at and see what we got for today. Alright, looks like we got some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that will help you guys out. I give you different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas that were there if you're a brand spanking new player to the game. You're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily or weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that will help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. And of course, you guys are awesome with great comments and tips, which are greatly appreciated. Alright, so before we begin, we do have Fastnet event activities going on. Of course, it is up here in Helvetia. Started yesterday, Tuesday, June the 25th. It's going for 2 weeks until July the 9th, so that's pretty awesome. So I actually had to restart the video because we were halfway through the Fastnet Day event when the servers went down. I would say they were down for about 5 minutes. Yeah, it was quite something. So I actually was able to get back in. I pretty much shut down my console, started it back up, loaded back in. It wasn't a problem, so I'm just on a private world right now, so hopefully other people is just as easy as that, and if not, you just got to be a little patient. So just an FYI. All right, just thought I kind of mention that to you guys. All right, let's see what we got here. Someone asked me, I think it was yesterday, how to track daily weekly challenges. So when you guys see me doing daily weekly challenges, as I complete them, you see it popping up from the left-hand side of the screen, and that's for a couple reasons. That's for, so I can keep track of it, so I'm not switching back and forth between screens, okay, seeing what's being done. But it also shows you guys, the viewers, what counts and what doesn't count in real time, kind of deal. And that's one of the couple reasons why I do it. Now, it's going to be different for everyone. What depends on what console. So I'm on the Xbox Series X. So basically just go to your map screen, okay? And then I hit the right arrow key on my controller. It brings me up to the challenge section. These are all, we have our challenges, okay? And for our dailies, I just slide it over again, hitting the right arrow key. And then basically you see the bottom of the screen, you see track. And for my case, it's Y. And then basically it puts a little dot next to each daily, right? So I'm just bringing it down and I'm hitting Y each time. So now it's tracked, and this is how I do that. I'm sure everyone can do that. I'm not too sure if the PC people can do it or not, but if I can do it, I'm sure the PlayStation folks can do it as well. Just let me know in the comments what you guys think of that and if it helps you as well. All right, let's take a look at this one here. Chew some Bubblegum 1. So again, this one here is extremely easy. Every time you open up a perk card pack, you get free bubblegum. I don't know if I have any perk card packs to open. Let's take a look here. No, I don't. So if you open up a perk card pack, you get free bubblegum. Let's take a look at the inventory here, just to kind of give you guys an example. Let's see here. Come up as perk bubblegum, and it's free. Now, a lot of people either drop it or they sell it. And I have always told people hang on to it at the very least, because we get this daily popping up at least a couple times a month. And one thing good about there's one right there, strawberry perk bubblegum. So there's different flavors, okay? Sometimes grape, watermelon, cola, for example, okay? Always hang on to it because, it doesn't weigh a whole lot. And bubblegum also counts as eat cake, pie, or candy. And eat pre-war food, collect pre-war food. So there's so many dailies we can do with this free bubblegum that we get just by opening up perk card packs, okay? So all we need to eat is just one. Just like that, choose some bubblegum 1 for 1, and again, it's free. All right? That's what I highly recommend to folks. All right, what's next here, Jim? Let's see here. Look at that there. Eat cake, pie, or candy. 10. Right, so that one there is, again, we got credit for that 1 of 10 because we chewed some bubblegum. But we'll do that one there in maybe a little bit here. what we're going to do is actually we're going to do complete a daily quest 1. So I did make a video maybe about 4.5, 5 months ago now. It's about an hour, 10 minutes long. I was on a private server like I am now. And basically I showed folks how to do daily quests on the map. Now we didn't do every single daily quest in the game, but we did quite a few of them. Show you how to activate them and how to complete them and how easy they are to do. We did some real easy ones and some medium ones and some a little bit harder ones, but most of them are fairly easy. And you can check out that video if you so wish. It's all timestamped just in case you're having trouble trying to find daily quests on the map. Now the daily quest we're going to look at here today is extremely easy. It's right up here at the pumpkin house. And if we kind of, there we go there. So we just speak with Jack at the pumpkin house. Now we can kind of activate that. See, toggle active. And what that does, it brings up that little diamond, but it also brings it up at the top right hand corner of the screen under miscellaneous. Speak with Jack at the pumpkin house, okay? So let's go ahead. We're going to fast travel up there. Now, I've been up here many a times with you guys, and there's been hardly any enemies up here at all, so just an FYI. Right, there's our buddy Jack, last name O'Lantern. Let's go talk to this cat.
So many
Pre-war food right there, look at that. Cotton candy bites.
So little time. You there? Yes, I remember you. Back for more seeds, are you?
I am. Back again to help.
Kindly fetch me some pumpkins to carve, will you? You will be adequately compensated, I assure you.
Sounds good. Okay. So you see miscellaneous, it changed. It's collect pumpkin seeds 10. And the daily is called trick or treat. It's extremely easy to do. Now we get to collect 10 pumpkins around his property. Now there's a perk card that's going to help us out with this. It is under perception. It's called Green Thumb. That we twice as much for harvesting flora. So instead of 1 pumpkin, we're picking up 2. Okay, and that goes with every other type of flora. It's definitely a must-have if you're a herbivore, but even if you're a carnivore like myself, it is a good to have. Is more so I use it because of how I do daily, weekly challenges. It's a huge time saver. Now you don't have to have it equipped like myself. Just have it down here in your back pocket. But I usually have it equipped because mostly I do is daily, weekly challenges. Okay. So I did make a pumpkin video maybe about 3 months ago. There's actually more pumpkin patches just across the road. And that video is maybe about 45 minutes long. Again, it's all timestamped just in case you have trouble finding pumpkins, okay? So while we are picking up these pumpkins, there's another daily that we're going to be doing at the same time. It's called Harvest a Wild Plant or Fungi 12, okay? So there are many great places where we can find wild plants or fungi, but it doesn't have to be just wild plants. We can also be crops like corn, razor grain, tato plants, and pumpkins. That's right. So again, I have many great videos showing you wild plants, mostly corn and razor grain, but we have the Cobbleton farm up here. We have around the corner from the Big Al's Tattoo Parlor under the overpass. Down here we have Silva Homestead, again, great spot for some corn. Billings Homestead down the road, all kinds of razor grain. Right down here in this section are a bunch of unmarked houses, and there's a bunch of little farms down here that's unmarked, and they have all kinds of gardens down there as well. Another pretty decent spot is right here behind the General Steakhouse. We were just there for a weekly challenge video yesterday for our garden gnomes, okay? So let's go ahead. We're going to pick up our pumpkins. Harvest a wild plant or fungi, see how that works? Now the only thing is even though we're picking up 2, it only counts as 1 for the daily challenge. Okay, so just an FYI. The only one that I find that it works when you pick up 2, you get credit for 2, is brain fungus, and I have no idea why that is. Right? There we go. And as you can see in the top right hand corner of the screen, you see how the daily trick or treat. So it's counting the 2 at a time. So you see he's going to go to 6. There we go. But harvest plants or fungi is only counting 1 at a time. That's why I showed the tracking, just so you guys know I'm not duping you. You guys can see it real time as I do it. Okay. And you don't need to have a green thumb per card, because I know not everyone's going to have it, but there are enough pumpkins around this house to get 10. Okay, you shouldn't have any issue at all. Unless you come here and someone was already here and they took all the pumpkins. That's the only issue you might have. And again, you can watch that video that I made where you can get more pumpkins if you so wish. Right, there we go. So we have our 10 pumpkins for Jack. We're just going to hold off with that other daily, just so I can show you some other locations. But I just want to show you how you can combine daily, weekly challenges together, kind of deal, okay? Let's go back up to Jack.
You there? Wait, I know you. Welcome back.
Yeah, here's your pumpkins, buds.
As usual, many thanks for your service.
There we go, complete a daily quest, 1 for 1, done. Just like that, guys. Just like that. Easy, super easy. Couldn't be any easier, to be honest with you. Alright, what's next here, Jim? Let's take a look. And those radioactive pumpkin seeds, if you scrap those, you get fertilizer from them, FYI. Okay, let's see what we got next here. So, we already talked about harvest wild plants or fungi, and you saw us picking up the pumpkins and how they count, okay? So again, we will go around and we'll finish this off. It can be brain fungus, it could be glowing fungus, whatever you want. It could be crops, as we already talked about, okay? But probably one of the hands down best spots for you guys to go is right down here at Silva Homestead. There's all kinds of corn down here, so let's pop over here. Again, you guys can go around and pick all those pumpkins up if you so wish. There's definitely nothing wrong with that. I just like to kind of show different locations. And again, Green Thumb is going to help isn't going to help us out too much with the daily challenge. It's just going to help us out so we can pick up more stuff. Okay. So we do have some fungus right down here. Glowing fungus, see how that counts? Okay. Now let's pick up this random soot flower. Okay. Let's go up here and we're going to finish this off with some corn. There we go. Harvest wild plants or fungi, 12 for 12. So we did some pumpkins, right, for a daily quest. Lock and load, Jim Jeepers, Creepers, but we harvest corn, right, which is a crop. Glowing fungus, which we can find everywheres. And those soot flowers that are just littered all over the forest area. Just to give you guys some options, but you might as well just come here. It's a really good spot, and there's all kinds of her. All kinds of her. Right, what's next here, Jim? Eat a cake, pie, or candy, 10. So again, this particular daily challenge is a huge, sensitive, highly sensitive daily challenge for some folks, some particular folks. I do have some older videos of mine, and it really depends on the server that you're on to find cake, pie, or candy in the wasteland. Now, we can use camp resources that we have gotten for free in the past, okay? Some of them we can buy from the Atomic Shop, but I'm going to show you that here very soon. But we're going to eat a cake, pie, or candy. We're going to see what counts, okay, in this video. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the pumpkin house. I just want to kind of wait, but we'll just go back here, and I don't mind fast travel. You can do what you wish, but I just kind of wanted to show you, give you guys as many options as possible while you guys are up here if you choose to do this one. Now, usually there's a couple pumpkin pies in here, okay? Now, this cotton candy bites that's here, okay? That's eat cake, pie, or candy. Sometimes, depending on the server, it's something else. Okay, so you have to keep that in mind. It depends on the server that you're on. And look at that. What else we got in there? We got some gumdrops in there? We do. So again, gumdrops are also considered cake, pie, or candy. Just go ahead and eat them. Look at that. Nice. Nice. Let's eat the cotton candy bites. Now, the gumdrops are usually in there. Usually just one, maybe two. But that cotton candy bite, sometimes it's something different. Okay, sometimes there's another gumdrop thing out here. It depends on the server that you're on. All right, let's head inside here. Now, here's a pumpkin pie. This pumpkin pie usually spawns here. If you come here and this pumpkin pie is not here, then that means somebody else already took it. Just go ahead and eat him. See how he counts, okay? And then there's another pumpkin pie right up on this counter. And if you want to make your own pumpkin pie, right here, pumpkin pie recipe. It's here. It's been here since the beginning of time, okay? This is where you can get your own pumpkin pie and make them yourself, and then eat them if you so wish. Okay. Yum yum deviled eggs. I don't believe that is cake, pie, or candy, but we'll eat it anyway just because. Let's head upstairs. I think there's maybe something upstairs here too. I think. Don't quote me. It's a bunch of garbage, a bunch of rubbish in there. Oh, I don't. Holy. Caps on that guy. Thanks, butts. Thanks. I'll take that right away. Thank you. All right. So that wasn't too bad. This little house here. Oh, there you go, right there. Fancy Lad snack cakes. This is usually right here. I think the pumpkin was hiding it there. But again, it depends on the server that you're on. You can come here and not find any of this stuff. Somebody could have got here before you and took it all. So you always got to keep that in mind, okay? Let's go ahead and we're going to head to our camp. And I'll show you some camp resources. That will help you out with eat a cake, pie, or candy. So this is the Haas house, just in case you guys are looking at it thinking, what's going on, Jim? I did do a video on this earlier today. You want to check that out. So these candy machines we got in Season 11. Those of you who are maybe returning players and you're thinking, hey, I was back in Season 11, you would have got these for free off the scoreboard. So this candy is considered eat, cake, pie, or candy. So these are camp resources that we have in our camp that we don't even have to leave our camp. That's the quick, easy, dirty way to do it. Popcorn. This particular popcorn machine is the OG one that we got for free off of whatever scoreboard it was a long time ago. Now there is a Hollywood version that you can buy in the Atomic Shop when it pops up. Popcorn is also considered eat cake, pie, or candy. Okay? Just an FYI. I just kind of wanted to show you that. Let's take a look at our little grocery bag here, and we'll go down the list. So cotton candy bites, we ate that off the stairs at the pumpkin house. Fancy Lad snack cake, same deal. We ate that inside the pumpkin house. Funnel cake, we can find that around. Usually we can find funnel cake in around Tyler County Fairgrounds, sometimes. Gumdrops, we found that at the pumpkin house. Now Halloween candy looks something very similar to gumdrops. Halloween candy we can get from completing the event Monster Mash down in Watoga High School, but that is a very hard event. If you're a lower, like below level 50, I wouldn't recommend doing it unless you're with some friends. There's a Nuka-Cola candy from the red candy machine. Nuka-Cola quantum candy from the bluish purple candy machine we got in Season 11. Okay, as I mentioned. The popcorn right there from the popcorn machine. What else we got here? So there's our perk bubblegum. So we started that off, chew a piece of bubblegum and how it counted. Let's go ahead, chew another one. There we go, see? Sugar bombs, we can find sugar bombs kind of randomly around the wasteland. There's not a real good source of them. Let's go ahead and eat one of those bad boys. Let's go ahead, eat a popcorn. Wait for it to catch up, there we go. And then we'll go ahead and we'll eat a Nuka-Cola candy from the red candy machine. There we go. Okay. Again, you guys, I think last week we went up here to Tyler County Fairgrounds. We only found a couple things up there. okay, for eat a cake pie or candy. Sometimes there is some carnival pie, but the pie does not count right here at Nuka World on Tour. So the pie doesn't count. That carnival pie, at least it didn't used to. Even though it says pie in the name, yes, I know. I know what I said. But I tried it and it didn't work unless they changed it. But if you guys want to try where that carnival pie is, okay, let's go over there now just so I can show you where it's at. Last time it didn't work. Now, those of you who are around during the birthday special we had several months ago, we got a birthday cake. And that birthday cake generates birthday cake slices. And even though it says cake in the name, that doesn't count in terms of eat cake, pie, or candy. That doesn't even count either, so it's really odd. So these carnival pies here, you can try them to see if they work. These guys are usually spawn here, but the last time I tried it, it didn't work. But I just kind of wanted to kind of add that in to show you, right? Just to give you guys some options. Many options as I possibly can to help my friends out, right? What's next here, Jim? What is next? Kill Mirelurk 5, so again, many great spots for some Mirelurks. We have 4 Mirelurks right here just up the road at Lake Reynolds. They're a little bit harder because there's a Razor Claw and a Hunter up there, which are also considered Mirelurks, but they just got to be a little bit more careful. There's only 4 of them there. Okay. Probably one of the best spots for Mirelurks, especially the newer folk down here at Ohio River Adventures. Because there's probably 5 full-grown Mirelurks, and then if you go along the water's edge, there'll be a bunch of eggs. And when you interact with the eggs, you can either pick it up or they explode. And when they explode, a little baby Mirelurk comes out. And when you kill the baby Mirelurk, it'll count. It'll count as 1 Mirelurk. So that's pretty awesome. That's a pretty good spot, and it's very easy. Because those baby Mirelurks are real easy to kill. There are 6 of them right up here, the toxic dried lake bed. Okay, that's a pretty good spot, very decent spot. And, of course, down here, Skyline Valley region, Hemlock's Spring Dump. The only issue with there is there's probably about 2 or 3 Mirelurk kings. Okay, so you really got to watch yourself in that area, plus all the rats that you get. Okay, FYI. And an even harder area is, of course, Quarry X3. Around, you can find maybe about 6 or 7 in this area alone, like even just around the outer edge. And plus, you have the Mirelurk Queen that comes up the middle. That's a pretty decent spot there as well. Where we're going to actually go here today for this video is we're going to go up here at the toxic dried lake bed. Let's pop up here today. All right. We kill these Mirelurks any old which way, which is fine. So I knew he was going to come out. Get calf all this the rest of his body. Right on. Right, so there's 3. And then there'll be at least 3 more over here. All right. Is his big brother going to come around the corner there? Oh, they're hanging out over here. Oh, lock and load, Jim. Come on, man. Got a little bit of splash effect going on there. Nice. It's all right. And of course, we have the Mirelurk Queen out there as well. Let's see if we can get her to make an appearance. Yeah, there we go. There she is. As far as Mirelurk Queens go, she's fairly easy. Practice on her. What's next here, Jim? Scrap a pipe gun 3. So again, we've had this for the weekly challenge video that we did yesterday. You can either craft them yourself and then scrap them, but we can also find pipe guns in the lower level areas like the forest. So a lot of the Scorched and the super mutants in the forest region will have pipe weapons on them. Okay, we're actually going to go down here to the Somerville's docks, and usually we have fairly decent luck finding pipe guns down here off of these Scorched. So we'll try it out and see how we do. Yeah, we'll go down here and then we'll do all. Let's see what we got here. Alright, so pipe revolver. Okay, so we got 1. It's alright. Let's keep going here. As long as we get 3, we're good. And that's something. Where did he go? Oh. Nope. Keep going. Nope. Nope. See, that's the thing with this game. When you're looking for it, you have a hard time finding it. It's just the way it is. And that's why I usually kind of go the easier, faster way. Now, there's a Scorched up here. He's the boss. He's got the little crown on his head. Usually we have fairly good luck with this guy. Usually he'll have at least 1 pipe weapon on him. This guy. And then his brother's going to come around the corner saying, what's going on? Oh, there he comes there. Okay, he's... No, I don't want no part of Jim. Let's see what we got here. No, that's surprising. Surprised he got a crossbow on him, though, this time around. And that's something, eh? Ain't that something? Drink that Nuka-Cola there. You. If we get a couple more Scorched we can take care of. There's usually a spawn in here for a pipe weapon. So there's a pipe gun that's going to spawn here on this table every time. Sometimes it's a pistol, sometimes it's a rifle. So just an FYI. It's a pretty decent spot. And this guy's got a weapon on him. Let's see what he's got. Looks like it was a shotgun. Yeah, it's a shotgun. Okay, so we got 2 of them. That's fine. Let's keep going. And we'll go up to the dam where there's some more Scorched. So during the weekly challenge video, we crafted them. And in this video, I decided, you know what, let's just go after a couple, just so I can show you some examples. They kind of changed it up a little bit. Lock and load, buds. Now, in terms of Scorched goes, these guys are fairly easy. Even if you're a lower level player, these guys are pretty decent. Hopefully, one of these guys got a pipe weapon on them. Hopefully. There's another dude around somewheres. Sickle. Oh, there we go. Pipe revolver right there. Nice. Oh, how you doing? Awesome. Alright, so we got everything that we needed there. And of course, we have more Scorched just down there, as you guys see. We're not going to bother go down there because we got everything that we needed. Let's head back to our camp. Just over the river there. Side here. So, jeepers. Any workbench will do. You can just scrap them. There's our pipe bolt action pistol, pipe revolver, the other pipe revolver. Just like that, guys. Again, you can craft them if you're short on time, right? Because here's your pipe weapons down here. And you can craft these guys at level 1. Okay, each one of these. I believe you guys learned these very early on in the game. Like, very early on. Okay. So if you're running out of time, you can always craft a couple and then scrap them. FYI. Alright, I think we got one more. What's left here? Deal critical hit to an enemy using automatic weapons 5. Again, great. Great. I do got to switch up weapons here. Let's take a look at this for a second. Where is my stash box? There we go. Go to our weapons section. Let's see what we got for an automatic. Grab this bad boy down here. Grab this fixer. So there are a couple of weapons that we can switch between non-automatic and automatic. So fixers, handmaids, highly recommended. And the main reason is if you scrap enough of them, you learn all kinds of mods. Okay. So this one here I usually keep as automatic, but as you can see, okay, I can put a hardened receiver and it goes back down to single fire, non-automatic. All right. And the same exact thing with the handmade, same exact thing. They're so versatile. It's definitely probably one of the best 2 weapons you can have in the game, the fixer and the handmade. So versatile. Just my opinion. But we're just going to keep it on the automatic. This guy here. So let's back out. We're going to get some 45 ammo. Because that's what this bad boy takes. We need more than 30 gem. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and switch these bad boys up. Alright. So we have our automatic weapon here. And it says deal critical hit to an enemy. So it can be any enemy at all on the map. Robot, humans, whatever. As long as you're performing a critical hit on them. Okay? So I do have a couple of videos showing you how to complete a critical hit. But since the time I made those videos, there is a slightly easier, better way to do it. Okay? So actually, let's go down here. We're going to go down here to Camp Liberty, and we're going to go after these communists down here. Down here in the Skyline Valley region. Alright. Let's go over here. Now, there's usually one person just kind of standing there, so I can kind of do a little bit more explaining. Get all sneaky sneak. So you see how we're in VATS. Okay, you see my crit meter there? You see how it's full. Okay. Now, there's 2 different ways you can know that your crit is full. You can do a critical hit is either by visual, by seeing that crit meter. And another way you can tell is by the critical. See the bottom of the screen, see how that Y, in my case, it's flashing. So whatever console that you're on, it might be a different button, but for me, it's Y. So I have to hit Y first. Then the screen flashes, and then I hit the fire button. Now, watch those videos that I made, maybe about a year ago or so, maybe 8 months ago, maybe, at the very earliest. I said you have to hit the critical button, the Y, and the fire button at the same time, and there's definitely nothing wrong with that. It works. It works, but it's easier to hit the Y button, critical, or whatever button it is for you for critical. And then when you do that, the screen flashes. And then you hit the fire button. It's a little bit easier, okay? If you try hitting the buttons at the same time, sometimes people have been complaining that they say that they jump instead of actually firing. Okay, so just an FYI. Now, the second type of way you know you have a critical meter is full is by the audible alarm. And you'll hear like a bloop sound. Because sometimes that crit meter comes up so fast. And as funny as it is, you're looking at the screen, it's right in front of you. You don't see it. Okay? Even though it doesn't matter how hard you try. You won't see it. That's why you hear that audible alarm, knowing, and then that's how you know you can do a critical shot. Now, I usually kind of go for the torso, because the torso is the biggest part of the enemy. Doesn't matter what enemy it is, because you can miss on a critical hit. All right? So we're going to go through here. There's quite a few communists, so hopefully we'll have some good luck here. Let's move back here a little bit. There we go. He's moving around. Let's get this guy. So let's go critical hit. See how the screen flashed? There we go. And then all you do, so you hear that blip sound? So that's how I know, because sometimes you'll be in a big battle and you're not seeing that critical meter in the front. Ow. Now, sometimes if you have a 2-shot, sometimes you get credit for 2 critical hits as long as both bullets land. And you guys have seen me do that before with the handmade I have. The handmade is actually a 2-shot. And that really works well. It works well because sometimes, most times, I'll get credit for 2 critical hits. So you hear the audible alarm again? So, but I'm not looking at the screen looking for that meter. I'm just listening for that alarm. That's what I'm doing. Okay? Just an FYI. It's just a little bit easier. Now, one thing that's really good about this particular weapon is you saw how fast it took to fill that crit meter. It doesn't take any time at all because it has a legendary effect on it, where usually 2 or 3 shots from this weapon that land, that meter's full. Other weapons I have, sometimes it takes 8 shots to fill that crit meter. Okay? So every weapon is a little bit unique. If you have a weapon that you use just for critical hits and critical shots, it's good to have those type of weapons, because they're definitely handy. All right? Let's head back to our camp. We are all done with that one. If I can find where I put my camp. There's so many camps, I don't even know which one I'm using sometimes. But you have to make sure that you're using an automatic weapon. Okay? All right. Let's take a look here. And we're done. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You guys can get them done a lot faster than me. I'm just doing a lot of yapping, a lot of explaining, but those are the type of videos I like to do. Yeah, and don't forget about Fashnet. Hopefully you have a better luck than I did today. And again, if you want to check out this Haas house, you can check out that video I made a little bit earlier today as well. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Boogaloo Bronson, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Starwin 138, Robco, Mr. Shelton. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you.